Now this is just the list of my favourite historical places that I've been to around the United Kingdom and Ireland. There's loads more out there. There's some really fantastic places and you just got to get out there and enjoy them. So Roslyn Chapel near Edinburgh, fantastic little chapel. It does get busy there, you do have to pay. It's very popular since the Da Vinci Code was released. Part of it was filmed in Roslyn Chapel. The chapel itself is connected to Freemasonry and the Knights Templar. Some people believe that Jesus' remains are buried there. Some people believe the Holy Grail is there. And some people believe that there's actually a porthole to another dimension there. So it's full of myth and it is an amazing little place. I really enjoyed it, having a nice day there. The chapel is still in use. There was a wedding there when I was there, so I couldn't get in until after a certain time. And those people were posh. They were really posh, them people getting married. But it's still an operational chapel. But it's a lovely little chapel to visit, well worth it, very historical. The Ring of Brodgar and the Standing Stones of Stonehenge on the Isle of Orkney. Now, you have to get to the Isle of Orkney. When I first tried to go, I tried to take the camper van. It was way too expensive. So I had to say no to that. I went back a few years later, booked in on a campsite for a couple of nights, and then I went as a foot passenger. And then when I got to Orkney, I rented a push bike and I push biked there. It wasn't too far. You can't really walk it on them roads. You might be able to, but best to take a push bike. Now, the Standing Stones of Stonehenge are the oldest stone circles in Great Britain. 31,000 BC. Stonehenge and Brodgar are very close to each other, and there's a lot of other stuff right nearby, an ancient tomb, ancient village, so yeah, very good. So Newgrange in Ireland, it's an ancient temple, older than the pyramids, older than Stonehenge, 1,000 years older than Stonehenge, 500 years older than the pyramids. An amazing place, well worth a visit. You can't go straight there. You have to get on a bus and the bus takes you there, and then you have to get off and explore for an hour. There are other temples in the area which I did as well. Nauf, I think one of them was called, and another one, and I did all of them. It was expensive, but it was well worth it. I mean, what an amazing sight. So Newgrange, definitely on there, definitely got to be done. Stonehenge has to be on the list really, doesn't it? I mean, one of the 7 wonders of the world. And yeah, it is an amazing place worth visiting. It is expensive, it's an English heritage site. Now obviously Stonehenge is going to be busy. There's going to be a wait to get the bus if you go down that route. There's going to be a lot of people there. The exhibition area, that was packed when I went, absolutely packed. I couldn't enjoy it because there were too many people. Now, the monuments weren't too bad, I enjoyed that, but the exhibition, that weren't for me, just too many people. I mean, you don't have to pay to get to see them. You can park on their car park, and instead of getting their bus to the stone circles, you can walk. I think it's about a mile. It's a nice walk. But you can't get into the bit where the stone circles are, but you can't get in to walk around them anyway, so you will be set back about 50 feet from what everybody else is. Now, I paid to see them because I've always wanted to see them. That was on the list. That was the first stop I made on my first ever solo road trip, because it had been on my mind forever. So I paid the money just to get that little bit closer because of Stonehenge. So Eilean Donan Castle in Scotland, an amazing little castle. It was built in the 13th century to defend against the Vikings. You've probably seen it before, it featured in the film Highlander. Fantastic place, lovely little castle. I've been there about 3 times now actually. But yeah, last time I didn't go in, but I did a bit of fishing outside. Definitely on the list, historic places. Probably the most visited castle in Scotland, I got a feeling it is. So, the largest monastic ruins in England, Fountains Abbey, Fantastic place, huge ruins, lovely to walk around. There is a charge to get in. It is in Sudley grounds, Sudley Park. Now I enjoyed Sudley Park as well because there's water gardens there, and I like water gardens. So yeah, I can't remember how much it was, but really good day out. So Whitby Abbey, probably the most iconic abbey of all. Fantastic place to go and have a wander around. It is owned by the English Heritage. I don't know how much. I was a member at the time. I think it's probably like 15-20 quid. It was Bram Stoker's inspiration for Dracula. And yeah, it's just a lovely abbey, built right up high, looking out over the sea. Yeah, Whitby in the background. Fantastic place, well worth a visit. Strongly recommend. Avebury. I absolutely loved Avebury. It's a stone circle. There's 3 stone circles, but the biggest one is well, it's the biggest stone circle in the world, and it's actually, there's a village built in the stone circle. So it's free because it's a village inside it. You can go. I went in the pub, had a pint inside a stone circle. It's fantastic. I preferred it to Stonehenge personally. Yeah, first monument was built 3000 BC. Now the only problem with Avebury, I can't remember there being a car park in the village, and I think you had to park outside and get a bus in. Now I was on a campsite about 5 miles away, and I just walked there, and it was a long walk, but it was good. There was good stuff to stop off and see along the way. So yeah, Avebury, fantastic. Definitely one to do if you're into stone circles. I love stone circles. There's a few on here, as you probably notice. Winner, winner. So you might have noticed that there are no destinations from Wales in this list, and that's just because I haven't really done much of Wales. I've done Snowdonia and it was fantastic, but other than that, when I was a kid I went with my family, but I can't remember any of it. It is on the list. I do want to go back. I do want to explore more, so let me know, where do you think I should go in Wales? What historical places are there that are mind-blowing in your opinion? Now obviously there are loads of historical sites in the United Kingdom and the Republic of Ireland, and I can't cover them all, I can't go to all of them, but they're the lists of the ones that I've been to that are my favourite. Now if anyone's been to any others that they think are better, then let me know, because I'll add them to the list. But that's my personal list. I haven't been everywhere, I haven't explored everything,